Hello everybody and welcome to Lazy Ninja Warrior Season 3. Last time on Lazy Ninja Warrior, no challenger was able to complete all 4 stages. For this competition, we will have 50 competitors see if they can take down these 4 near impossible stages. Today, we will see the first 25 competitors take on their shot at Stage 1. Will anyone beat it? We'll have to find out. But first, let's check out these 8 brutal obstacles they will have to beat to move on to Stage 2. The first obstacle these ninjas will be facing is the striding steps. This obstacle has 4 platforms that gradually get smaller that they will have to run across to the dismount. The second obstacle they will have to take on is the log grip. Competitors must grab onto the log and take the downwards force of 3 drops while still managing to hang on and get to the dismount. The next obstacle they will have to beat is the double dipper. Players must grab the first bar and fly themselves through the air to grab the next. The fourth obstacle is the jumping spider. Contestants have to put their bodies in between 2 walls and wedge themselves through to the next obstacle. Now, the next obstacle, parkour run, forces competitors to run across 3 platforms and make 2 more big leaps to the final platform. From there, they must grab a rope and swing to the dismount. The sixth obstacle, warp wall, is one of the more simple obstacles. Ninjas must run up the wall and pull themselves to the top. After defeating the warp wall, contestants must complete the floating bars, a 3-set obstacle where ninjas must maneuver around the poles. After completing the first 7 obstacles, ninjas must complete the final obstacle, shape run, an obstacle where you must run across 3 different shapes that will spin if you make a wrong step. If any ninja is able to beat all 8 obstacles in the time of 90 seconds, they will be moving on to Stage 2. Let's get to the contestants. Now to kick things off here in Lazy Ninja Warrior Season 3, we have Hello Smello, a rookie contestant that also has his own ninja tournament. Hello's Ninja Warrior. Go check that out. The qualifier is posted as of now. And yeah, let's get on to the course. He just beats striding steps. On to log grip. Let's see how he takes it on. He's slipping a little bit. And oh, a shocking fall out of Hello Smello. The log grip takes its first victim. Now the second runner on this course is Sandshrew. Also a rookie contestant, as most people in this tournament are. They are starting on the striding steps, as everyone else does. They're now into the log grip. Can they be the first to beat it? And yes, pretty smooth through it. So they're now in first place, but let's see how far they can get in this course. On double dipper, onto the first bar. Transfers onto the second one, they get it. And they get the dismount. On the jumping spider, and they're cruising through this course right now. They're flying through it. Now into parkour run. Some may say the hardest obstacle. This rope part, I think, is the hardest part of the entire obstacle itself. They are through. Don't look like they didn't make it there, but they did. Just a little glitch. On to floating bars. Quickly through the first set. Quickly through the second set. Can they make the third set? Yep. And can they finish it out? Yes, they can. On to shape run. Can they be the first clear as only the second runner of this competition? Yes, they can. They're climbing up that net, and they will hit that buzzer. They will be our first clear of the day. Starting off our fast forward runs, we have Daniel Coolpig with a quick exit, falling on the first obstacle. And then we had Daze, who made it very quickly through those first 4 obstacles. Made it through jumping spider. Then on to parkour run. He did have a little slip up on that rope, causing him to fail. Next up, we have Anthony Jr. Zero Anthony Jr. Zero, also known as Sports Ant, another rookie on this competition. There goes the starting beeps, and he's off. Starts his runoff on striding steps. He's now on to the log grip. Pretty difficult obstacle, but he's through. Now he's on a double dipper, or at least getting on a double dipper. He's on to that first bar. The transition, he gets it. Can he stick it? Yes, he can. Onto the jumping spider. Not a totally difficult obstacle, but I do expect to see some falls there. He's now into parkour run. Getting through it pretty quickly. Onto the rope. Oh, and he slips. He just slips off. A little shock there out of Anthony Jr. Next up, we have Bonnie. Don't really expect much out of them. Can't really expect much out of a rookie contestant, and you'll see lots of rookies. Only about 10 at max veterans, I'd say. They start their run. Striding steps, and they have fallen. Didn't really expect much there. And at the number 7 spot, we got A_McDonald's Big Mac. Pretty funny name there. Pretty funny avatar as well. Don't know this competitor too well. All I know is I competed in Hello's Ninja Warrior. Takes a second to get that log going, but he is through. Everyone loved him there. Now we got the double dipper. Onto that first bar. The transition. Got it. And the dismount. He's got it. On a jumping spider. I get the first one. Second one. Third. Fourth. And, yeah, they got the dismount there. Now into parkour run. Many falls already. The swing. Oh, and he goes right at it. Gets it. Onto the warp wall. Onto the floating bars as he gets it up in 1. Getting through pretty quickly, but he's at a pretty slow pace right now with only 29 seconds. This is going to actually be pretty close. He finishes the obstacle with 20 seconds left. Should be able to clear pretty easily as long as he does not make a mistake here. And he's struggling a little bit on that block. Oh, wow, and he is almost falling off with 9 seconds left. This is going to be really close. He goes up that net, and he gets it with 3 seconds remaining. Our second clear of the day. And to continue on to our fast forward runs, we had Rip Peanut Cry, who did have an early exit on that jumping spider. And then we had Aiden Fortnite Gamer, who looked very solid through those first 4 obstacles. And then on parkour run, he struggled for a little bit. And then he went back for the regen and fell off. And now we have our first veteran of Lazy Ninja Warrior Season 3. We have Coop Curtis 2, aka Coop Curtis. He has a different account now, but he completed in Season 2 last season, where he made it to Stage 1. He got through the qualifying and semifinals courses. Yeah, he snuck in there, but he did have an early exit on Jumping Spider. Let's see if he can beat it this time. He completes Striding Steps. He's not the greatest competitor, but he is a veteran, and we always respect that. And oh no! An unexpected fall there out of Coop Curtis. Now to follow up that run, we have Bebog 54, another veteran. So back-to-back veterans here. He competed in Season 1, failed on Stage 1. There was no qualifying. Oh my! And a very unexpected fall there out of Bebog. Back onto the fast forward runs, we had Tiller 015, a veteran who failed on Stage 1 in Season 2, and today history repeated itself as he fell on the first obstacle. And then Bacon Hair Soldier had the exact same result, also fell on the first obstacle. And then number 14, Jojo Seo Michaela, had a similar result, falling on the log grip. And next up is number 15, Donut, a rookie contestant that I do not know anything about, so yeah. And they're looking good as they failed the first obstacle. Next up, number 16, we have Nikki Prime. Hopefully they have a better outcome than Donut. They're in the trees before they start their run, and here they go. Timer starts as they complete the shrinking steps. They are now on to log grip. Let's see how they do. They fail on the second obstacle. Back on to even more fast forward runs. We had More who had a pretty early exit on log grip, just didn't really know what to do there. And then we had TMK Brooklyn, who fell even earlier, falling on the first obstacle. Next up, back into the normal runs, we have number 19, X Jaden. Again, don't know much about them. A rookie contestant. Let's see how they will do on this course. They get through the shrinking steps, an obstacle many players surprisingly couldn't get through. A little lag there on the log grip, but they get through. And they're already beating over half the competition. They're on to the double dipper. They got that first bar. The transition, and they miss it. A disappointing fall there at X Jaden. Next up, a more exciting one than usual. Number 20, Piplup, otherwise known as Homeboy. A pretty popular contestant in the Ninja Warrior community. I'm pretty sure he does Wipeout too, but I could be completely wrong about that. It's going to take a really hard obstacle to take this competitor out. Now, the log grip could be one of those obstacles, but he's through. Now he's on to the double dipper. He gets onto that first bar. The transition, he gets it. We just saw X Jaden fall there, so it's nice to see someone complete that obstacle. On a jumping spider. Not many people have gotten taken out by that. But Piplup is through. Now on to parkour run. Quickly through those first three. The fourth. Now the rope. It's taken out multiple people tonight. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Piplup is through, up the warp wall, onto the floating bars. He is quickly through the first set, quickly through the second. I don't think he will fail here, but he gets that third set transition, and he is through. 26 seconds left, and there's someone in my way, but he is through shape run, and yes, he will be our third contestant to clear this stage 1 course. With a time of 15:34, Piplup will be moving on to stage 2. Next up on the course, number 21, Yo_JJ. Pretty unknown competitor in the Roblox Ninja Warrior community, or at least I don't know them very well. The start beeps start, and he's off. Gets through the striding steps barely. Now onto the log grip. He is through. Climbing up to the double dipper with about 70-ish seconds left as he jumps onto the bar. He is through that first bar. Onto the second, and he gets the dismount. On jumping spider now. Gets the second. Third, and he is getting through it very quickly now. He is getting on to parkour run with a very quick time of 53 seconds. Slowing down a bit. Oh, and I just now realized he has to go restart that. I'm trying to regen it, and it's not working. I get it, but he doesn't realize I regened it. So he has to go back and wasted a bunch of time going back for that. But quickly in one swing gets it. Up the warp wall, 25 seconds left. This is going to be really close. 20 seconds left, going on to the second set of bars. About 15 as he exits. Starts shape run with about the 10-second. The klaxon starts. 6 seconds, he should clear. And yes, he will. He'll be the 4th clear of the day with a time of 3.29. Back onto the fast forward runs. Number 22, Zero, I'm from Naru, had a fall on the double dipper, and then we had number 23, Electro Levi, falling on the first obstacle, and then we had number 24, Xander, who had a disappointing fall on the log grip. And now we come to our final runner of the day, number 25, Robin. I'm hoping for a good run out of them, being the final runner. They start their run. They get through the striding steps pretty quickly on the log grip, making it through very nicely. They climb their way up to the double dipper. Onto that first bar. They slide down in the transition. Excuse me. They're on to jumping spider now. They're flying through this course. 60 seconds left on to parkour run. Really smooth through the course. Not at an insane pace, but they are very smooth through it. And they struggle a little bit on the rope. Not too badly, though. Just takes up a little bit of time. With 42 seconds left, this should be a pretty easy clear as long as they don't make a mistake on the floating bars. Making it through very nicely. Very efficiently. On to shape run. 30 seconds left. No slip-ups here. Oh! Very scary there, but Robert becomes our 5th clear of the day and our final clear of the day. Robert, we will see you in stage 2. After a brutal first day of competition, the first 25 competitors took on this stage 1 course, but only 5 were able to conquer it. Next week, the final 25 competitors will finish off Stage 1, and we will see which challengers will be joining the 5 players from today. But for now, I will see you next time on Lazy Ninja Warrior.